It's on now. Hi guys, it's Jill here from Lavender and Friends, your source of essential oil education and inspiration. Now, as promised today, I have the wonderful Vicki Drennan here from Essential Wellbeing with Vicki, and she's going to be chatting to us about going to convention, why we should go, why you should be getting your tickets right now. And if you're watching this live, fantastic, great. And if you're watching the replay, thanks again for joining us. Now, a couple of things to mention. The convention is going to be in Sydney. It's going to be March 9th to 10th. And it's going to be at the International Convention Centre. Now, we are just north of Sydney, about an hour and a bit north of Sydney. So obviously we're super excited because it means it's, a short train ride away for us. Now, tickets are available on sale now. If you go to the doTERRA website? Yeah, you can book them on now. At the moment, it's $125 to come to convention. That's 2 days worth, jam-packed full of learning and fun. It's going to be amazing. However, a bit of a warning, once it hits November, the price is going to go up to $150, and then in the new year, it hits $200. So if you're thinking of going, I'm trying to make some videos where I'm going to chat with a few people and spur you on and encourage you to come because it's going to be fabulous. But definitely keep that in the back of your mind that if you wait past November, the price is going to go up. Now, I've got a little cheat sheet here with my questions so I can remember what I'm going to say, which is always good. So, Vicki, how long have you been using doTERRA?
So I've been using doTERRA for just over 3 years now.
Okay. And when did you start actively sharing it as a business?
Sure. So for me, actively sharing probably about 18 months, I would say. In the early days, as most people usually do, is you get your oils, you love them, and you start using them. You sort of share with close family and friends, which I did do in the early days. But then I didn't really think about business structure. I didn't really think about where I wanted to go with it. So I find my journey perhaps is a little bit different to others. It was a real organic progression, hitting Premiere last year and not even knowing what the hell that meant. I've been a little bit different, but I feel for me that's how it was supposed to be because I've learned a lot about myself along the way, which is what doTERRA does, which is a blessing. But so for me, I can't give you an exact time, but I feel like probably 18 months. I was like, you know what, I can actually do this. So let's do it.
Now, for those of you watching at home, Vicki is a gold in doTERRA, which is an awesome rank. It basically means that she can do this full time and she can support herself financially doing the one thing she loves, which is doTERRA. And in 18 months, that's, a very achievable goal. And she's done a fantastic job of that, considering, it's been 3 years of using the products. Now, for you, I would say, what sparked your initial interest in essential oils? What got you to first open the first bottle?
Sure. So everybody that knows me knows that I got into doTERRA because I was struggling with really bad anxiety at the time. So that's what sparked that thing for me. My beautiful now diamond upline, Byron, if he does end up watching this.
Hi, Byron.
Gave me a little sample of wild orange to smell, to try. I didn't have a diffuser back then. I didn't really know what a diffuser was, but gave me an orange just to smell from the bottle and put some on if I felt like I needed to sort of feel uplifted. And I had that bottle for about a week and straight away I was intrigued. I wanted to learn more and got my kit and took from there. But anxiety is my journey. And I think my passion in my business is helping people with, very similar issues, whether it's adults and sometimes it's kids as well. Because if our emotional health isn't in check, then everything else can falter. So
definitely.
That sparked my interest.
And it is such a powerful thing. I've shared often about having postnatal depression and how now, having gone from being a super chill out person to getting quite anxious and how the oils have definitely benefited me. And I'd say definitely orange is a really, just puts a smile on your face.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And I guess, so what made you take the leap from just, finding a bit about it to going, I want to sign up, I want a kit, I want to join. Did you go to any classes or was it just that bottle of it, that one bottle that got you wanting more? Or did you have any training?
Yeah, so for me, I didn't realise how doTERRA worked, which a lot of people don't. So for me, when I got that orange and I had it for a week, I knew that Byron and Renee were going to be at Shelley Beach Markets that following Saturday. So I was going to the markets to buy my oils and take them home and get my oils. And then I realised I had to fill out paperwork and then they were going to get shipped to me and then I understood how it worked. And at first for me, it was a completely different concept, but what a concept. People that resist this concept, doesn't make any sense to me because it's not only helped me obviously physically and emotionally, but opened up amazing opportunities as well. So, to sort of answer that question, I didn't know I was joining up, but I'm so glad that I did because it's changed my life for the absolute better.
kind of a bit what happened to me. I originally wanted to get a bottle of lavender and a bottle of cilantro and a diffuser, and somehow Laura, who enrolled me, was like talking. You should get a kit. This is a kit, blah blah. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll get a kit. What's a kit? And yeah, it is fun how sometimes you trust your friend's word and you're glad you did it at the end of the day.
And it makes so much more sense. I mean, I still have people now saying they just want, 2 oils and a diffuser, and I do talk to them about the kits, and sometimes they do decide to go, sometimes they don't. But I usually find the ones that don't always say, why didn't I just say yes to the kit? But everyone has to make the decision for where they're at the time, but the kit is definitely the way to go for value.
Yep. Now, with convention, talking about convention, because we did say Sydney convention is coming up. It's going to be March 9 to 10. Tickets are on sale now, and obviously I want everyone in my lavender squad to be there with me. It's going to be awesome. And so for you, how many conventions have you been to now?
So I've only been to one in Australia.
Yep.
And then, of course, I've just got back from Salt Lake City.
Yes.
So that's on a different scale, but still fantastic.
Yep.
So to answer the question for here, just the one. So the one this year, that was in Queensland in March.
Yep.
I hadn't been to it previously because I just didn't really know if it was for me. But once I went this year, I'm like, why have I not gone sooner? So it's one thing that I definitely recommend for everybody, whether you're, and I think this might go into your other question.
Next question.
For anybody, whether you're building the business, just using the oils, or, you just want to have that sense of community, people around you, you care about health, you care about other people's health, you're passionate about learning more about the oils, where they come from, the company, all those kind of things. That's what you get out of convention, and it's worth its weight in gold.
So when you attended the convention, it was in Gold Coast, wasn't it? Brisbane?
Yeah, it was on the Gold Coast.
On the Gold Coast. And did you attend it as a business builder, or were you still in that, I'm just kind of doing this for fun and not really sure where it's going to take me stage?
Yeah, no, as a business builder.
Okay, so you're a business builder.
Yes.
And so what would you say, what's a typical convention day like? What would you expect?
So convention goes for 2 days. So you sort of expect, and if you like taking notes like I do, some people use their iPads, but I like writing things down. You can expect writing a lot if you want to obviously retain the information. Talking about everything from, as I said, the oils, the company, perhaps other inspirational doTERRA leaders that will talk a little bit about the oils that they use, but then also their personal journeys. It's a really good range of different topics and different speakers, and of course you can come and go throughout the day as much as you choose. Obviously, the more you sit down and engage, then the more you're going to get out of it. But you get a whole bunch of different things to immerse.
Do they have different topics you can choose, or is it just sort of one main running structure?
One main running structure.
And then you can kind of come and go as you choose.
Yes.
And so one thing I don't think I've really mentioned is when we're talking about a builder or a user share, with doTERRA, you kind of have 3 options. So you can be a user, and that's someone who just loves your oils, you use them every day, use them proactively, and you just love them. Then you've got your shares, which is how most people sort of start when they start loving their oils. It's like you go to a good restaurant, you tell a friend about it. It's the same thing. You find your oils, you love them, you start sharing.
That's right.
Maybe you just talk to friends about oils. Maybe you're hosting classes and someone's coming and running them for you. And then the next step is to be obviously a builder, which is where you're actively building a business and you're trying to, run classes yourself and support people. And I guess there's a bit of a misconception that, convention's just for the builders. And that's one thing I'm trying to sort of break through and get experience telling people.
And I'm the same with my team as well. It's not just about the builders. It's for everyone.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what rank you are. Rank might not mean anything to you. That's okay. It's not important. We aren't our rank. We're what we do to help others. So anybody can come along. You're going to get a lot out of it. And you usually find those people who perhaps aren't business building get a little bit inspired to want to be a part of something, in a larger scale. So it's such a supportive feeling as well.
So if someone's not really interested in doTERRA business, they're still going to get a lot out of it.
Definitely.
And if you are interested in sharing or being a builder, why should you go?
Why should you go? That's a good one. Because it's going to give you more confidence in the product.
Yep.
It's going to give you more confidence in the company as well. And, if this is something that's going to speak to your soul and,
get you excited.
That's right. Have that spark inside of you that perhaps been flickering, but it's waiting to really, really glow. These are the sort of events that you go to have that happen.
Okay. And what would you say is the best thing about convention? What was your takeaway highlight?
Can I say something really funny?
Yes.
When I was in...
Seeing your boyfriend, Dr. Hill?
Well, yeah, I do love Dr. Hill. Oh my gosh, old man crush. But for me, and I got interviewed when I was in Salt Lake by another couple as well, and they asked me this same question, and it might have sounded silly, but I said the shopping. So
Okay.
Everything I've said about learning, fantastic, but I love the shopping as well. So the essential oil shopping, Aroma Tools will have a store there now, of course, on a smaller scale to what it was in Salt Lake, but still, come and get your accessories, come and get your books, come and get all the things that you need, for yourself personally, but also for your team. So that would probably be the best thing I find, because sometimes when you're ordering things online, they're out of stock. You come to convention, everything's there. But apart from the shopping, because I am a shopper, it would be what I said before. It's that sense of being around like-minded people. I'm so passionate about health. I'm so passionate about helping people live a more natural, healthy lifestyle. You go along and hear the latest about everything, whether it's a new oil or any of the research or whatever it is. You get something out of every speaker.
Excellent.
It's amazing.
And I guess, seeing as convention is in Sydney, it's going to be March 9th to 10th, as I said. March 7th to 10th in Sydney at the International Convention Centre. Why are you most excited about the fact that we get to have it here in Sydney? What's so great about that?
Yeah, because it's nice and close.
It's close.
Yeah, so if you didn't want to stay in Sydney, we can drive every day.
Yes.
Catch the train if we want to. I think it'll be nice to stay in Sydney to kind of keep the vibe and the momentum going, especially if you're going to go to the gala dinner. Then who wants to come home on the train with their high heels in their hand? But for us being so close to it, this is fantastic. In previous years, it has been on the Gold Coast, so to have it here so close to home is wonderful.
And I didn't really mention it yet, but besides the convention, which is from the 9th to the 10th, what's the gala dinner? Talk us through it.
Yeah, so the gala dinner is on the Friday night on the 9th. I'm assuming that must be
the 9th. Friday the 9th.
Yes. So the gala dinner is a celebration of diamonds and above.
Yep.
So that's where they get formally recognised and get to walk the purple carpet and be celebrated. And of course, we get beautiful dinner, beautiful food, and beautiful company.
Lovely. Well, thank you guys for watching, and thank you so much to Vicki for joining us today. As always, if you'd like to learn more about how to get a hold of these essential oils, please feel free to send me a message, as I'd love to help you start your oil journey. You can always check out the website, which is www.lavenderandfriends.com, and I'll also be putting the link to where you can buy convention tickets, because obviously, hopefully, we've convinced you that you've got to come. It's going to be amazing. And otherwise, I hope you have a good evening. Cheers.
Bye. Please tell me that word.